Imagine you're sitting at your computer on a quiet Saturday morning. You're sipping coffee, thinking about the weekend ahead, when ping, an email lands in your inbox. It's not a bill or a work update. It's a suicide note from a stranger named Govind. He says he's made 3 mistakes that ruined his life and the lives of those he loved. He's already taken the pills. What do you do? This is how our story begins. Chetan Bhagat, the author, actually receives this email in the book's prologue and rushes to Ahmedabad to find this boy. Today, we're going to walk through Govind's journey, a journey of high-stakes business, a passion for cricket, and the crushing weight of religious tension. Whether you're a dreamer, a cricket fan, or just someone trying to navigate life's mistakes, this one is for you. Let's dive in. Chapter 1, The Trio and the Dream. Meet Rahul. Rahul works a 9-to-5 job he hates, but every evening, he and his 2 best friends sit at a local tea stall and talk about opening a cafe. One friend is a dreamer, the other just wants to belong, and Rahul is the one with the calculator. They have no money, just a plan. We've all been there, right? That spark of a big idea with your buddies. We meet our 3 protagonists in Ahmedabad, Govind, Ishaan, and Omi. Govind is the businessman. He loves numbers, logic, and dreams of escaping his modest background by building a business empire. Ishaan is the cricket freak. A former NDA cadet who couldn't stand authority, his life revolves around the pitch. Omi is the anchor. He's the son of a temple priest and isn't particularly ambitious, but he's the glue that holds the trio together. They decide to open a cricket shop, Team India Cricket Shop, in the premises of Omi's family temple. It's a classic startup story, limited resources, huge passion, and the invincible feeling of youth. The trio sets up their business in a temple compound, combining Govind's business sense with Ishaan's cricket knowledge. Your team is everything. Find people whose strengths cover your weaknesses. Govind had the logic, Ishaan had the product knowledge, and Omi provided the location. Have you ever thought about starting a business with your best friends? Let me know in the comments what your dream shop would be. Chapter 2, Ambition vs. Reality. Think about the first time you got a promotion or a small win. You suddenly feel like you can conquer the world. You start looking at bigger apartments and shinier cars. You stop playing safe. That's exactly where Govind's head is at right now. The shop is a hit, but Govind isn't satisfied with small. He starts offering maths tuitions and cricket coaching to increase revenue. He's obsessed with the next level. He wants to move from the old city of Ahmedabad to the shiny, new side of the Sabarmati River. This is the classic hustle culture we see today. Govind is the original hustler, but his obsession with numbers often makes him ignore the emotional needs of his friends. Business is booming. The trio expands into coaching and tuitions, and Govind starts eyeing a massive investment in a new city mall. Growth is good, but don't let more blind you to enough. Govind's thirst for expansion starts to pull him away from the simple joys of his friendship. Are you a slow and steady person or a hustle-hard person? Hit that like button if you're a hustler. Chapter 3, The First Mistake, The Earth Shakes. You put all your savings into a sure-shot crypto coin or a friend's business. You're certain it'll double in a month. And then, the market crashes or the business fails overnight. The first mistake is often about putting all your eggs in one fragile basket. Govind takes a massive risk. He uses all their savings and even takes a loan to buy a shop in a glitzy new mall. He ignores the logic of diversification. Then, on January 26, 2001, the devastating Gujarat earthquake hits. In seconds, the mall, and Govind's entire investment, is reduced to rubble. This is the first mistake, overexpansion based on ego and greed, without accounting for act of God risks. Govind is devastated, realizing that numbers can't predict everything. Govind invests everything in a new mall shop, only for the 2001 earthquake to destroy it completely, leaving them broke. Always have a backup plan. Risk is part of business, but betting the house is a gamble, not a strategy. Share this video with that one friend who always takes too many risks. Chapter 4, finding Ollie and the power of mentorship. Ever seen a kid in a park who's just too good at what they do? You just know they're destined for greatness. Ishaan finds that in Ollie, a local boy with a God-given talent for batting. The trio is down but not out. They pivot back to their old shop. Ishaan discovers Ollie, a shy boy from a different community who has a freakish ability to hit any ball for a six. Ishaan finds a new purpose. He wants to make Ollie the next Indian cricket superstar. This isn't about money anymore, it's about a legacy. Govind, ever the businessman, sees Ollie as a way to boost the shop's profile, but Ishaan sees him as a brother. Ishaan starts training Ollie, a young prodigy, giving the trio a new sense of purpose beyond just making money. Mentorship can be more rewarding than profit. Investing in people often pays higher dividends than investing in property. Who was your first mentor? Give them a shout out in the comments. Chapter 5. Forbidden Fruit, Enter Vidya. We've all had that crush we knew we shouldn't have. Maybe it was a friend's sibling or a colleague. You know it's a bad idea, but your heart and hormones don't care. Govind starts tutoring Vidya, Ishaan's younger sister, for her medical entrance exams. Vidya is bold, modern, and knows exactly what she wants. Govind, who claims to be emotionless and logical, finds his logic failing him. The tension between them grows, but there's a huge problem. Ishaan is extremely protective of his sister. Govind is playing with fire, risking his best friendship for a secret romance. Govind starts a secret and risky romantic relationship with Ishaan's sister, Vidya, while tutoring her. Trust is the foundation of friendship. When you keep secrets from the people closest to you, you're already losing them. Subscribe if you think Govind is making a huge mistake here. Chapter 6, The Australia Trip, A Glimpse of the Big League. Imagine your local cricket team getting a chance to train at a world-class stadium in Sydney. It's like a dream come true. To help Ollie reach his potential, the trio takes him to Australia for a training camp. This section shows the contrast between the organized, professional world of global sports and the chaotic, passionate streets of Ahmedabad. It's a moment of pure joy for the boys, a brief escape from the growing religious and political tensions back home. But even in Australia, Govind is distracted by his feelings for Vidya, calling her constantly. The trio travels to Australia to give Ollie world-class cricket training, providing a rare moment of international exposure and success. Exposure changes perspective. Seeing the world helps you realize how big your dreams can actually be. If you could travel to any country for a week, where would you go? Chapter 7, The Second Mistake, The Betrayal. The city is on edge. There's a curfew, tension is high, and everyone is scared. Instead of being responsible, you decide to sneak out for a secret meeting. This is where things go south. In February 2002, the Godhra train burning happens, and Gujarat erupts in communal violence. A curfew is imposed. During this time of extreme fear and tension, Govind and Vidya find themselves alone. They cross the line and sleep together. This is the second mistake, betraying the trust of his best friend Ishaan by sleeping with his sister during a time of national and personal crisis. Govind's guilt begins to consume him. He's no longer the logical businessman, he's a man trapped by his own desires. During the 2002 riots curfew, Govind and Vidya have a physical encounter, a deep betrayal of Ishaan's trust. Integrity is what you do when no one is watching. Logic can justify many things, but it can't fix a broken trust. What do you think? Is Govind a bad friend, or is he just human? Let's debate in the comments. Chapter 8, The Third Mistake, The Price of Hesitation. You see someone in trouble. You have 1 second to act. Do you jump in, or do you hesitate because you're scared for yourself? That 1 second can change everything. The riots reach their doorstep. A mob, led by Omi's own uncle, Parekji, comes looking for Ollie because of his background. The trio tries to protect him. In the chaos, Govind sees a weapon coming toward Ollie. He has a split second to intervene. He hesitates, just for 1 second, thinking about his own safety. Because of that delay, Ollie is struck. His wrist, the very gift that made him a prodigy, is shattered. This is the third mistake, the 1 second of hesitation where self-interest outweighed courage. During a riot, Govind hesitates for a second to save Ali from a mob, resulting in a permanent injury to the boy's cricketing wrist. Character is revealed in a crisis. Sometimes, the mistakes we regret most aren't the things we did, but the things we failed to do in time. This is a heavy chapter. Take a breath, and hit that notification bell for the final part of this journey. Chapter 9, the Epilogue, Redemption and Forgiveness. You've messed up. You've hurt people. You feel like there's no way back. But then, life gives you a tiny window, a chance to make amends, even if things can never be the same. Back to the hospital in the present day. Chetan Bhagat finds Govind. We learn that Ali survived and, despite his injury, can still play a bit, thanks to surgery and Ishaan's unwavering support. Vidya is still there, showing that love can sometimes survive even the worst mistakes. The book ends on a note of hope. Govind realizes that while he can't change the past, he can choose to live for the people he has left. He stops being a businessman with no emotion and starts being a man with a heart. Govind survives his suicide attempt and finds a path toward reconciliation with Ishaan, Vidya, and Ali, proving that life goes on after mistakes. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. No mistake is so big that it defines your entire existence if you are willing to own it and move forward. This book reminds us that we are all a work in progress. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't count your mistakes, count your lessons. See you in the next video.